For those of you who just want a quick guide and want to explore the game on your own and just want a couple numbers, this is what the gear sets look like. This is the areas where you can find ores. This is the NPC and the place where you create the ores and turn them in and purchase things. And this spreadsheet is the amount of ore you will need for each ingot, for just the armor, or for all of the armor and weapons, everything combined. And I wish you well in your travels. Okay, now for those of you that want a more in-depth guide and want to see things specifically, I will show you a bit more now. Hey guys, so if you're like me, the new update for Atlyss just came out. You're wondering how you get all the new gear sets. So as you can see, I have my mining maxed. I haven't gotten to fishing yet, but I can show you guys the fishing areas and what I would assume you can get the fishing gear from. And first thing we're going to do is the new NPC that you'll get the quests from. It's over here. You do, instead of like forging your own stuff, you're going to do quests for ingots. So you have 1 for 3. And the way that you can get these ingots, the best way that I've personally found, is if we go, I'll time-lapse this. So as you can see, the first thing you do when you come out of spawn is you're going to see these rocks, which are level 2. You cannot mine those. I don't know why they decided to put stuff you can't mine right next to the front, but I will show you the area where you can mine. First thing you want to do is you want to come to Arkwood Pass. And in Arkwood Pass, there is these hefty stones, which you will mine. You need a pickaxe. You can buy that from either the NPC or I think most of the NPCs sell them now. Yeah, you get an item from them. And you're going to want to farm, I think it took about, depending on what items you pull out, you get different XPs, but it'll take a little bit. And then once you get to level 2, you can do these stun stones. And I would stay there till you get to about level 3. And once you get to level 3, I will show you the next area I'd recommend farming in. I would recommend grabbing this if you don't already have it, and if you do, you can just teleport from here to Crescent Keep. And then this spot, you have the tier 3s and these dense stones, so you have tier 3s and tier 2s. This is a good spot. These guys, you'll sometimes have to fight them. It's not too bad. This is a pretty good spot to farm if you're trying to get the beginner gear set and the secondary gear set. But if you do not want the first gear set, or if, like as you saw in the teleport back home, as you saw in the beginning, you'll need a ton of copper clusters, and you cannot get them from the tier 3, or the tier 6, the blue ores. You can only get them from the, like, orange ones and the, like, just regular rocks. So you'll probably want to farm en masse for copper stuff. That's what took me the longest when I was farming out all the gear sets, is those coppers. So I'll show you where I would recommend farming for just purely the amber ore. Okay, now that we're here, there is a ton of amber ore here. There's one here, there's 2 down here, the 3rd one there, 1 up there, and then 1 behind that pillar. This is a great spot to farm for the amber and the copper. You can get some iron here too, but I feel like you really don't have to farm iron too hard. And then to get to the blue ores, this is where I would recommend, I think they only spawn in this zone, I believe. And I'll show you where. Okay, now that we're right here. These. So the sapphire ores, there's just 1 mob in here, but these will respawn pretty quickly. So these will drop either mithril ore, which I don't think has a use yet, sapphire ore, iron. It cannot drop. I haven't, like, besides besides the specialty ore, it doesn't drop anything besides iron, sapphire, and mithril. But it does have a fairly high chance of dropping the, I forget what they're called, let me go look. These starlight gems. There's a pretty good chance of dropping these starlight gems. So like, as you can see, I have a ton of everything except for these copper, because that's what you need the most of. But you only need 3 starlight gems for the set. And like, as you can see, I have the full set here. And then you can see, I'll show in a second, what all the sets look like. So you only need 3, but you'll get enough. If you farm for like a decent amount of the set, you'll get there pretty fine. You only really need, once you get the gear, go to stats. Once you get the gear, your mining really doesn't need to go over 6. Like once you get to level 10, I didn't really notice a massive change in drop rates. I think you just aren't allowed to touch them once you hit level 6. But like, if you want to get to level 10, I got to level 10. But if you want to get like just level 6 and you got the items you needed for the gear set you wanted, you're pretty much fine. Like, you really don't have to go higher than that. So for the fishing side, you have the fishing hat cosmetic and you have the fisher overalls. And in order to get the fishing overalls, you just have to catch like 50 of the, or 99 of the shrimps, which you could do in the last ones. I've already gotten it, so my fishing's low level, but I have one. You can fish those anywhere. I haven't gotten to level fishing yet because mining took way longer than I thought it would. I'll probably work on that tomorrow if there isn't any changes that need to be made, or I'll update this video with it. But the 3 places you can fish is the level 1 there, and then I'll show you where level 3 is. And then right here is where you can fish for level 3. And then the level 6 one, I'll show you. And right in this cave is where you'll find the level 6 fisher. And I believe this is where you can find the big one to get the hat. I haven't tested it yet, but I mean, that's just what makes the most sense. I don't think these guys are super aggressive, as long as you're... Yeah, I think they seem to be fine. I don't think it's a level thing, but this game seemed to be chill. So you just come in here and fish once you get level 6. I haven't gotten to level 6 yet. It took way longer than I thought to get mining all the way up. But I will come back and edit this video when I do get fishing done. I'll probably do it tomorrow. I changed my mind. I decided to farm out the fishing, get it to a decent level. As you can see, I have it at 9. I'm not going to get it to 10. It's late and it's like, there's not really a whole lot besides just maxing it out. But what I can tell you is, the level 1 area, you get to level 3. Level 3, you get to level 6. And then you get to level 6 here. And then you just farm here. The big one is actually not that rare of a drop. As you can see, getting from 0 to 9. I got 5 of them. 6 of them because I already have one. But you can get it you can get the big one at the level 3 as well. So level 3 to level 6, you're going to get the big one fairly easy. It's not going to take like nearly as long. In terms of like getting all the gear for mining, like it takes way longer than like fishing. You can knock out in 2 or 3 hours pretty easily and just be done with it. Like I just did a live stream where we watched some videos, hung out while I was doing the fishing, and I think it was maybe like a 2-hour stream, and I got like 5 worth. So I mean, I think it took maybe 30-45 minutes to get it, so it's fairly easy. I think you guys can all get it pretty easy there. But yeah, that's about it for the new update. There's some other content stuff, but in terms of the new profession system, that's pretty much everything covered. So I hope you guys found some use out of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them in the comments. But besides that, I will see you guys later. Peace.